terrorism or, taking the economy head on again.
And there's a saying that nations born out of bloody revolutions rarely attain political stability, and that in many ways holds true for Pakistan as well. Pathikrit and Abhishek, please continue to stay with us on the broadcast. There's some more developments coming in. The latest information is that CNN News 18 gets you these mega exclusive details. And according to top military sources, Pakistani Army's top leadership, the thinking within the establishment, within the military establishment, is that Imran Khan is quote-unquote an existential threat to the institution. And if Imran Khan will come back in power, then he will change so many things in the system which will not suit the institution. Now, Imran Khan spoiled Pakistan's relation with its security partners like China and the United States. That's the thinking within the establishment. Anand Narasimhan with us on the broadcast. Anand, more details that you have.
Well, the military institution in Pakistan, the establishment, a very deep source within the military institution, and saying close aides of Imran Khan had already planned major reforms to try and cut the tooth or clearly defang the military institution and establishment in Pakistan. And that's why the Pakistan military establishment now looks at Imran Khan as an existential threat to them. So they want him out of the way. Because what they believe is that the top leadership of the army, this is what our investigations editor Manoj Gupta is bringing us, saying that Imran Khan will try and take the revenge of the treatment meted out to him by General Qamar Javed Bajwa against the military institution. He will use the legislature and parliament to defang the powers of the military institution, and also they believe that he will then bring in reforms. He will try and this is what sources are saying, that Imran has plans of major structural changes in the Pak army, and he will use the parliament. If the PTI come to power, and looking at the groundswell, there are many indications that unless Imran Khan is out of the equation, the PTI will storm the elections and they will clearly steamroll their entry into parliament. Now he will change, that is the National General Assembly in Pakistan. They say that he will then make it imperative for the executive to have a say on who becomes the next Pak army general and defang them. And also especially appointments of lieutenant generals like grade 21 and 22 federal government officers. The top military sources has also turned around and said that all was well between Imran Khan and Qamar Javed Bajwa till the treatment of Faiz Hamid happened. When Faiz Hamid was shunted, that's when Imran Khan and Qamar Javed Bajwa started falling off. The other aspect that they have said is that Imran Khan never kept his commitments to the establishment. Even though the establishment propped him up, he never lived up to the promises and commitments made to the establishment. And clearly now the indication is that all the minds who are part of the military think tank in Pakistan, they have said that Imran Khan is not somebody who should be trusted, and they are looking at him as an existential threat to the military controlled establishment and institution in Pakistan. The other aspect is they believe that for the financial doldrums that Pakistan is in today, it is Imran Khan's policies, his action or inaction that has led them to the doorstep of default. The source revealing that General Bajwa asked Imran not to visit Russia, but Imran Khan visited Russia during the Ukraine-Russia war and spoke against the United States. That was the turning point in the politics of Pakistan.
The veiled military dictatorship, which is obvious to the entire world, Anand, and the manner in which it is scared that the civilian government will become powerful in the real sense of the term, and there would be more quote-unquote democratic values that may come in with the civilian government taking control of Pakistani army's appointments. That's their key fear. And when they say that they want him out of the way, I wonder what they mean.
Well, they want him out of the political equation. It's not, Imran Khan says that they are going to kill me, they're going to bump me off. That's not the case. They just want him, they want to defang him politically. They want to render him politically neutered. That's what they want to do. The other aspect, the source says something very interesting, that Qamar Javed Bajwa actually wanted to talk peace with India, but Imran Khan was against it. He wanted, because of the abrogation of Article 370, he wanted to continue to open train guns at India, abrogation of 370 and 35A. But General Bajwa wanted to talk peace with India, normalcy, because they saw what the economic penury that Pakistan would go through. So that is something which did not happen. So interestingly, the military establishment wanted to become friendlier, but Imran Khan did not. Then they also are turning around and saying that Imran Khan reduced the petroleum price and allowed maximum subsidies despite high inflation, and that stopped the IMF deal, which put Pakistan on the brink of default. So this is what they are saying, that after the Russia visit, the then Prime Minister Imran Khan also started giving out doles when he should have worked on the contrary.
Yeah.
So he took steps which were people friendly or which were populist, but they were not pragmatic, and they hurt Pakistan's larger security, strategic, and of course, interest economically.
Anand Narasimhan, with all the details, and our investigation editor Manoj Gupta getting us all that information. Anand Narasimhan sharing his perspective and details of that story. Cutting across once again to Pathikrit and Abhishek, who continue to be with us on the broadcast. Abhishek, this is in line with what Pathikrit was saying some time ago, that Imran Khan right now is an eyesore for the Pakistani army establishment, the military establishment. They want him out of the way. And interestingly, they talk about the fact that our various security partners like China and United States, the relationship with these key critical security partners did not go as planned because Imran Khan was not, pragmatic or in line with Pakistan's national interests. That's what the army thinks.
Clearly, but the situation would have been, more smooth for the army and the political establishment to take care of Imran Khan and his protests had the inflationary pressure and economic mess wouldn't be there. Because now the sympathy of people is clearly not with the government, who is not letting the people of, have an easy life, everyday easy life, because there is a shortage of food, essential items, fuel prices are high.
Right.
Then there is the electricity prices are high. So clearly, the mandate, the people's opinion are not very much in favor of whatever Shehbaz Sharif government is doing in Pakistan, because they are not finding any tangible benefit of his policies in their day-to-day life. And meanwhile, Imran Khan is promising them all the dreams, all the good life, all the things that he would give them once he is voted to power. So it will be a very difficult political choice for Shehbaz Sharif government as well, even if it has a backing of army and, legal process institutions to arrest Imran Khan, especially when there are thousands of workers of PTI who are being called by Imran Khan and PTI. Currently, even the Twitter account of PTI is clearly asking for supporters to gather there, and they probably want to obstruct this legal process of arresting Imran Khan. So we'll have to see how the situation unfolds.
High drama unfolding, as Abhishek is pointing out. Pathikrit, the fact that Imran Khan, as assessed by many, continues to remain very popular, and the military establishment perceives him an existential threat. How much of a popular or public opinion has any kind of bearing on what the military establishment does? Because they want him out of the way. They want to defang him politically, as my colleague was pointing out.
Well, I think a section of the military establishment, first of all, let's understand that even the military establishment is not cohesive. There is a section which is extremely, pro-America, and the other section has a very strong extremist ideological mind. The issue with the army is that they have always been able to, subdue the politically powerful or emerging leaders and still get away with it, and nothing ever happened. You see what they did with Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, and even then the Pakistan People Party had good relation with the establishment. So I think they are still believing that somewhere Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf can be managed by replacing Imran Khan in the long run, if not in the short run. Until that time, he can be defanged. But at the same time, let's understand, if you see the way Imran Khan has operated in the last 5 years, Imran Khan has always been amicable and amenable to compromises also. He was the one who started shouting that it was the Americans who wanted him to go out. In the recent past, he met a lot of Americans that eventually changed his line. He said, no, it's not the Americans, it was somebody else who wanted him to be out. So there is no guarantee that Imran Khan will not again mend ties with the army and the deep state when he comes back to power, and if he comes back to power. Secondly, for Imran Khan, even if he comes back to power, to run the administration, to fight the extremist organizations, to bring about internal security, to deal with internal security
allow me
challenges.
to interject you there. Aren't you also presuming that the electoral process is going to be free and fair? And isn't that expecting too much from the establishment in Pakistan?
Well, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right that there is a possibility that it will be manipulated, and had it not been manipulated, even Imran Khan would not have been able to become the Prime Minister last time that he became the Prime Minister. But at the same time, you see, the problem with Pakistan is that Pakistan people today, most of the people actually believe that Imran Khan is the cure-all, messiah who can do everything, and who can cure everything. So if you see the overwhelming support that Imran Khan has in that kind of a scenario where there is so much of anti-establishment, wave going on, even if there is a manipulation, beyond the point, it will be very difficult for the establishment to actually manipulate and throw him out. Somewhere his numbers can be brought down, but even then he would be relevant. That is what Imran Khan is trying to do.
I want to go back to Anand as well, who continues to get us more perspective on the story. My colleague Abhishek is also with us on the show, getting us more details. Abhishek, taking in a word from you. Before I go to Abhishek, I'm told that there's a reaction coming in from the DIG operations. Let's listen into that first.
ये तो डिटेल्स आपको मेरे ख्याल से किसी हम बेसिकली जो वारंट्स हैं उनकी तामील करवाने हैं, उन्हें अरेस्ट करना है।
आपको केस का नहीं पता?
ऑफ कोर्स पता है केस का, वो गैर डिटेल्स हम क्यों यहाँ पे डिस्कस कर रहे हैं। भाई पहले हो जाने दें, फिर आपको इंशाल्लाह इन्फॉर्म करते रहेंगे साथ साथ। थैंक यू।
Well, tumultuous times in Pakistan, even by their own standards. We'll continue tracking this and much more here on CNN News 18. For now, a very short break.
The statement.
CNN News 18 has accessed ED document which states that retraction was filed by Arun Pillai under pressure by K Kavita. Now, this is big, and the ED is alleging that Arun Pillai was under pressure from K Kavita to retract his statement. ED sources reveal that they have brought this to the knowledge of court in its reply on application of Arun Pillai to retract his statement. Now, remember, earlier Pillai had filed an application saying that his statement was taken under pressure by ED. And now the ED has said that the retraction was filed by Arun Pillai under pressure by K Kavita. CNN News 18's Ashish is joining us to give us more details on this. Ashish, over to you.
So, if you remember, Arun Pillai had filed an application in the High Court suggesting that, he wants to retract his statement given to the enforcement director. And the reason is that, there was pressure from enforcement director to give that statement. Now, my sources in the enforcement directorate tell me that on that application, the enforcement directorate has given a reply to the court, and in that reply, they have very clearly mentioned that this retraction came only after the summons were issued to K Kavita. So there was a sort of fear in the mind of Arun Pillai, and that is why that application was filed. So that is what the enforcement directorate is claiming, that this application for retraction of statement was filed due to the fear and pressure of K Kavita. That is what the sources in the enforcement directorate tell me. So let's see how things move forward in the court, but this is what the reply of the enforcement directorate is, that the application for retraction by Arun Pillai was done only because of fear and pressure of K Kavita.
So, Ashish, what impact will this development have on K Kavita's case?
So K Kavita has been asked to reappear on the 16th. Obviously, she had a long session of around 9-10 hours in enforcement directorate. She has already been confronted with Arun Pillai once. My feeling is that, in fact, when Arun Pillai would have given some sort of statement, I'm not really sure about it, but it seems to be that the enforcement directorate, if they're given a reply, they would certainly have something in their hand from Arun Pillai, which suggested that there was some sort of fear and pressure in his mind, at the time of filing the application for retraction. So certainly, let's see how things move forward in the court, but it's too early to comment. But sources in the enforcement directorate certainly confirm this issue. They say that this application for retraction of statement came only after the summons were issued, and it was basically the fear and pressure in the mind of Arun Pillai that
there are reports that high drama is happening in Lahore as Imran Khan faces an imminent arrest. The Islamabad police is at Zaman Park to serve the summon notice to Mr. Imran Khan. That's the word coming in. It's the big piece of breaking news coming in from the neighbouring country of Pakistan. High drama in Lahore as Imran Khan faces imminent arrest. There were summons and warrants that were earlier issued, and now Islamabad police is at Zaman Park to serve summon notice to Imran Khan. That's the word coming in. Imran Khan has been embroiled in a lot of series of confrontations with the Pakistani civilian government, also Pakistani army. There are various sanctions that he's facing from within, various marches that he conducted, you remember. And there was also a sort of attack that had happened on him very recently when he was carrying out a march in various parts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And right now there is a high voltage drama that has erupted in Lahore. Imran Khan, who was earlier at the helm of affairs leading the country, right now faces a very strong opposition from the civilian government, and also he's not been in good terms with the military establishment. Abhishek with us on the broadcast. Abhishek, tell us more about what's happening.
Heating up. Senior police officials are reaching at the venue, Zaman Park, where thousands of PTI supporters are here out sort of Imran Khan's house, and they are not letting the execution of arrest order of Imran Khan happen. In fact, there is a chaos, and it looks like the situation can go beyond the control of police officials, and this is why police have now issued a notification which says that any person who will obstruct legal process will be slapped with sedition charges. So there have been multiple attempts in the past week only where Imran Khan was to be arrested, but either legal relief were given to Imran Khan or police officials did not attempt to Imran Khan because of the current situation on the ground. But now it looks like the legal options are ending and running out of Imran Khan's, reason, and now police officials are there. Islamabad police senior officials, CIG officials are there, and Imran Khan might be arrested today itself. And if it happens, then major political turmoil will start happening in Pakistan, because Imran Khan has huge following across Pakistan, especially after an assassination attempt was made against on him. There has been a lot of sympathy wave going in favor of Imran Khan. So how does current government will be dealing with that? That will be a major challenge in case Imran Khan is arrested by today evening.
I want to cut across to Pathikrit as well, who's joining us on the broadcast. He's a geopolitical analyst. He'll give us more perspective. Pathikrit, what's the fate of Imran Khan? We have seen what has happened in the last few months, the assassination attempt that was made on him, the kind of series of confrontation that he has been, whether it's the military establishment or the civilian government. What's in fate for him if we look at the recent political history of Pakistan?
Well, it's a game of cat and mouse going on. A couple of times in the past, also recent past, there were summons and warrants against him, and somehow he got bailed out. One of the times he actually jumped out and, ran into a neighbor's house and escaped while asking his protesters to actually face the wrath of the police. So literally, whatever is happening right now, I think it's not possible for all these things to go through unless there is a clear-cut order and, blessing from the deep state of Pakistan, which is the army and the ISI. I think that, the tug of war that was going on for quite some time between Imran Khan and General Bajwa, it has now taking a new shape altogether. Imran Khan thinks that army wants to, bump him off. And also at the same time, I think, the establishment, I don't know what Shahbaz Sharif government would achieve by it, because in any case, Imran Khan...
Welcome back. Good afternoon. We continue to keep our focus as to what's happening in the country of Pakistan. In the neighbouring country right now, there's high political drama and unrest that has erupted in Lahore as the police is on the doorstep of Imran Khan to serve him summons. There was already earlier an arrest warrant that was issued against him. He has been involved in a series of confrontation with the military establishment and also the civilian government. Not to forget that just about roughly 2 months ago, there was an assassination attempt that happened on him. His political fate, his survival, considering the fact that Pakistani military top sources consider him as some kind of existential threat to the institution, to army, makes it all the more difficult for Imran Khan to swim in these waters. Sources indicate that the thinking within the army establishment is that if Imran Khan comes back to power, then he's likely to change many things in the system. The army establishment also holds him responsible for the present economic crisis in the country and in some ways souring relations with partners like China and United States. Let me cut across to my colleague Abhishek, who is with us on the broadcast. Abhishek, vis-a-vis partners like China and United States, and the economic problems of Pakistan have been in the making for decades now. I mean, yes, it has all spilled in the last few years, but is it perfectly all right to blame Imran Khan squarely for the problems right now? Did he do something drastically wrong when it comes to China and United States? What's your understanding with what the thinking within is of Pakistani army?
You see, for Pakistan to be a very close ally of USA, it was very much needed. And we know that USA was supporting Pakistan in terms of military aid, assistance, and other, financial ways also, as long as USA had its interest in Afghanistan, where its forces were present. But ever since that has the US withdrawal of forces, the relevance of Pakistan in terms of a supporter or a close ally in its fight against terrorism, and as a supporter and facilitator for troops and establishment of US establishment in Afghanistan, that has waned. For China, clearly, we have seen multiple stories across the world how Chinese jet trap have collapsed economies. Sri Lanka was the latest example. Nepal is also complaining. Bangladesh has also complained about this Chinese jet trap. So clearly, the financial assistance and the dream that China promised to these countries, smaller countries, is actually turning them, back. And the jet trap is actually the reason of their multiple economic woes. So Imran Khan was at the chair when these things were happening. So some sort of blame would clearly go to Imran Khan as well for this economic maze that Pakistan is currently dealing with.
Abhishek, when it comes to Imran Khan and the kind of legal challenges he is facing, could you tell us more about it? There are scams which are allegedly done at the behest of Imran Khan and by his authorization. What is the case against him in Pakistan?
So, there are many cases against Imran Khan, of which Imran Khan is in many cases Imran Khan has got bail also. There were arrest warrant against him. Cases are against him for charges for threatening judge. There are charges Imran Khan of hiding his income at election commission. So there was this case from election commission as well. But the latest case is from the Tosha Khana case, in which the arrest warrant has been issued. In which, according to the police officials, Imran Khan did sell the gifts that he has received from foreign dignitaries and foreign government, and those money reported back to Tosh Khan, and Imran Khan kept that money with himself, and he did not show it as his income also, and he also hid a sort of income, income tax also. He saved income. There are multiple ways of money chiffoning, and 18th March is the date till before which Imran Khan has to be presented before the court, and this is what the arrest warrant says, and this is why police...
High drama, Abhishek, as you narrate the story for us, unfolding in Lahore, the visuals on your screen right now. Our managing editor, Anand Narasimhan, is also with us on the broadcast. Anand, could you once again enumerate for our viewers what exactly is the existential threat that the military establishment perceives, if at all Imran Khan were to be re-elected? And once again, for our viewers, those are water cannons being used as the police is at the doorstep. They are there to serve summons. As my colleague Abhishek was pointing out, there are multiple cases which are going on against him. 18th of March is the date when he's supposed to be presented before the court. Right now, water cannons being used to disperse the supporters of Imran Khan. Going back to my colleague Anand Narasimhan. Anand, over to you.
Well, he continues to have a non-bailable warrant against him in the Tosha Khana case. He's got some relief from the court in Islamabad that he need not be arrested in the other case till the 16th. So that's another 2 days. But these are visuals coming in courtesy GeoTV in Pakistan from Lahore, where water cannons are now being used because the Islamabad police has gone to Lahore, has been promised full cooperation by the Lahore police. They have come with heavy bandobast because PTI supporters, that is supporters of Imran Khan, have tried to not just occupy the Zaman Park area but also ring fence Imran Khan's residence to try and ensure that he is not carted away. The last time around there were allegations made by the government Interior Minister Rana Sanaullah that the last time the cops went to just serve him a notice, he had actually jumped fence and tried to escape. But Imran Khan has got also the ire of the courts because he is ready to address public rallies but not present himself in court when summoned. Now, when we talk about the existential threat, this is also a manifestation of realization that Imran Khan could perhaps be the existential threat to the military establishment. Everything in Pakistan is controlled by the military establishment, so much so that they have their deep fingers in the pie, not just in politics, but even in private operations, in manufacturing, in consumer goods, everywhere. The Pakistan military and it has got its fingers deep into the pie. In this case, the top sources are telling CNN News 18 that Imran Khan, if he comes back into power and gets an overwhelming majority, he will use the parliament to defang the military establishment. He will ensure that the executive is brought up to equal powers with the military, if not more, and he will cut the military spending, restructure, and that's why the military establishment believes that Imran Khan is then going to do what he pleases, not perhaps, which may not be not just in the greater interest of the military establishment of Pakistan, but may also eventually strategically hurt Pakistan. In this case, they also cite his trip to Russia, which is against the advice of Qamar Javed Bajwa. From Imran's point of view, he saw a growing proximity between India and the US and the Western nations. So he thought he would use the Russia-Ukraine conflict to go and perhaps get closer to Russia, envisaging a Russia-China axis developing, and that Pakistan could be a part of that. But that proved counterproductive because immediately after that there was a government change and the current disposition is back with closer proximity with the West and away from the Russians. At that time there were huge questions that were asked whether that Imran Khan was engaging with Russia and Russia was trying to extend help, and the Shamsi airbase was actually being used to cart weapons towards Ukraine. Russia also wisened up to this double game, and they have also now said that we've got no business to do with Pakistan going forward.
The visuals on your screen right now, high drama which is unfolding in Lahore. There's full bandobast that has been done by the police authorities. The supporters of Imran Khan have ring-fenced him. He's facing a lot of cases, including the Tosha Khana case and multiple other allegations that Abhishek and Anand were also pointing out. We've also told you about the fears that exist within the military establishment right now, that if he's at all elected back to power, that can be detrimental to the power and authority of the military establishment in the country. Anand, Imran Khan will play to that narrative and to that politics of perception that he's some kind of victim to the present establishment of the army, the same establishment that brought him at the helm of affairs.
Yes, because the source, while speaking with our investigations editor Manoj Gupta, has provided these inputs that Imran Khan was propped up by General Qamar Javed Bajwa, and Imran Khan returned the favour when he allowed Qamar Javed Bajwa a 3-year extension, putting an end to the careers of nearly 20 to 21 lieutenant generals there. But what also happened is they fell off when Imran Khan was pushing General Faiz Hamid to become the next army chief. And Qamar Javed Bajwa scuttled that when he sent him off to Peshawar to head the Peshawar Corps. So, and then General Faiz Hamid retired. He's again subject to investigation for other misdemeanors by the current institution. But there is an understanding that Imran Khan has not forgotten it. His loss of power, him being unseated, has all happened because of Qamar Javed Bajwa, and he may just turn around and seek his revenge from the military establishment, because Qamar Javed Bajwa himself has retired now. The other aspect they believe is that Imran Khan is responsible for Pakistan being at the doorstep of economic default or in this financial distress that they are, because it is his actions that upset the IMF, who then held back the funding, which again perhaps exponentially aggravated Pakistan's financial problems. So there are multiple aspects which are coming to the fore, but Imran Khan now seems to have realized, and these visuals in Lahore very clearly depict, that he is going to whip up a frenzy. He is going to feed on the anger of the public against the establishment because of the economic crisis, joblessness, rising inflation, and he will feed on all of that to perhaps get an overwhelming mandate from the people of Pakistan. And that's where the military establishment believes if he gets that mandate, then the military will be out of the equation. He will work overtime to defang the military. That's what he believes, the establishment believes. And that's why we see these scenes where now the police have now coordinating, the Islamabad police, Lahore police, all coordinating to try and clear the Zaman Park area of PTI supporters by use of force. There are stones being pelted, water cannons being fired, and the cops, the Lahore police also throwing those stones back at the supporters. But if required, the Lahore Rangers will also be pressed into service to dispel these protesters. So use of force has now been given okay. they will deliver a summons and then perhaps in the next 24 hours also arrest him if he doesn't respond to the summons.
Whether it's the military establishment, the civilian government or the judiciary, from the key institutions in the country of Pakistan, Imran Khan is facing various challenges, and perhaps that's the reason that he's trying to whip up these sentiments. You see the supporters clashing with the cops right now. He's also trying to project his image, which has been successful to a huge extent, as experts would tell you, that he's some kind of a savior from the present economic woes. We already heard from my colleagues what kind of fears the establishment has. Sushant Sareen is joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Sareen, thank you so much for speaking with us. These visuals coming in from Lahore, the supporters of Imran Khan and the cops are clashing right now. It's a complete mayhem. How do you foresee what is going to happen in the next few days? 18th of March is the date when he should appear before the judicial authorities.
So I think this clash has been building up for quite some time. The Pakistani state and in particular the Pakistani judiciary has been treating Imran Khan with kid gloves. He has been defying the law. He has been defying the courts. He has been defying the judicial system. And he's been getting away with it. They've been treating him with kid gloves. They've given him bail after bail. But I think the government and the Pakistani establishment is now, pretty much at the end of its tether, and they need to arrest him. So, and his supporters, his cult actually, has been saying that arresting Imran Khan is a red line. In fact, his nephew has also warned that if Imran Khan is arrested, it will unleash civil war in Pakistan. So, I think these clashes, what we are seeing right now, is probably just the start of Imran Khan's supporters hitting back at the state. But I don't think this will this has any staying power. These guys don't have probably much resistance to show beyond what they are showing right now. Once the state cracks down really hard, I think a lot of this resistance will simply wither away.
Okay.
As long as there is no dead bodies, as long as there is no firing, I think the situation will probably be pretty much under control. It won't really spiral out of control.
Abhishek, I want to come back to you and taking in a word from you. This kind of unrest or the kind of civilian troubles, clashes between different kind of forces, different regions in Pakistan, political instability is not a new factor in the neighboring country. But what makes it unprecedented is the economic woes combined with the political establishment, plus the kind of confrontation that Imran Khan faces with various institutions in the state of Pakistan. Is this likely to worsen with his arrest? What are your sources indicating to you? How does it look like?
See, if we say about the current situation of Pakistan, clearly there is a lot of economic mess and political turmoil that is happening in Pakistan. At present, when we are talking, there is a divided opinion in the society as well on the issue of Imran Khan, whether he should be arrested, whether the law is taking its due course, or is it just the political vendetta that is very much in play? If we go on the Twitter, then there are senior journalists who are saying that police are going barbaric. They are trying to hurt PTI workers, and they are charging up on them. Baton charges are happening. And then there is other side of opinion also, which is saying that Imran Khan is using PTI workers as human shield. And this is cowardice, and this is not a political leader of such a stature will do. We have seen PTI tweets where PTI party has called on as many workers, as many supporters possible to reach to Zaman Park. So why are they being called? They are clearly being called to obstruct the due legal process for which the DIG operation in Islamabad has reached to Lahore.
Abhishek and Mr. Sareen, please stay with us on the broadcast. There's a piece of breaking news coming in, some more developments and details which are being reported from Pakistan. Around 400 into 450 PTI workers currently outside Imran Khan residence, trying to resist any possible move for Imran Khan arrest by the police, as we showed you in those exclusive visuals on your screen right now. There's some kind of ring fencing that has been done by the supporters. They are trying to resist any kind of move to arrest him, and this confrontation has only escalated with water cannons being used, stone being hurled from both the sides, the police also using mild force to disperse off the protesters. Around 400 to 450 supporters of Imran Khan present in Lahore right now. Cutting across to Mr. Sushant Sareen, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. Mr. Sareen, coming to you and taking in a word from you. The kind of confrontation that we're witnessing right now, when you pointed out that, as long as there are no dead bodies and the force which is being used is mild, perhaps this can come under control. The possibilities perhaps are 50-50. This could even boil to something much more grave, because Imran Khan is trying to project an image that he's some kind of a savior, facing a witch hunt and victimization from the military establishment and judiciary.
That image of his has already taken a beating. I don't think anybody, apart from his cult, I don't think anybody else takes his image as a savior, as a crusader against corruption, as a man fighting the military and, the powerful elite of Pakistan. I don't think that's taken seriously by anybody anymore. He has proven to be a disaster politically and administratively. He has proven to be a pacifist while in power. He's a megalomaniac. So I don't think there's anything positive that the guy has to show for himself. And yet he does have a cult. Now, my own assessment is that, his very core supporters, diehard supporters are probably surrounding his house. And maybe, and this cannot be ruled out, they would have an interest to see a couple of bodies fall, whether it's by firing by agent provocators or by the police or by somebody else.
Okay.
They would be very interested in seeing some amount of bloodshed, because then that kind of galvanizes the rest of them. But if that doesn't happen, and the police is able to handle this nicely and swiftly, even if they have to use, a little bit of force, I think this entire resistance will peter out. Because after all, most of these guys don't really have a stomach for a fight like this.
All right.
They show this kind of resistance because they think that the police and the military will not hit them, will not attack them, will not treat them the way they normally treat ordinary Pakistanis. Now, if the same treatment is meted out to these guys, I think these guys are simply going to peter out. They don't have much.
Pakistan, indeed, politically, financially, is at a very critical point right now in this unrest, whether it will be brought under control or this will be another discursive opportunity for Pakistan moving forward. Politically speaking, is a wait and watch. Not just here in India, the entire world is very keenly watching the role of Imran Khan and how the military establishment, the judiciary, reacts to this. The exclusive visuals on your screen about what's happening in Lahore, the clash between the cops and also the supporters of Imran Khan. About 450 people and his supporters have gathered there. My colleague Abhishek and the experts telling us the story emerging from the neighboring country. We'll continue tracking this here on CNN News 18. For now, slipping into a very short break. There are reports that high drama is happening in Lahore as Imran Khan faces an imminent arrest. The Islamabad police is at Zaman Park to serve the summon notice to Mr. Imran Khan. That's the word coming in. It's the big piece of breaking news coming in from the neighboring country of Pakistan. High drama in Lahore as Imran Khan faces imminent arrest. There were summons and warrants that were earlier issued, and now Islamabad police is at Zaman Park to serve summon notice to Imran Khan. That's the word coming in. Imran Khan has been embroiled in a lot of series of confrontations with the Pakistani civilian government, also Pakistani army. There are various sanctions that he's facing from within, various marches that he conducted, you remember. And there was also a sort of attack that had happened on him very recently when he was carrying out a march in various parts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And right now there is a high voltage drama that has erupted in Lahore. Imran Khan, who was earlier at the helm of affairs leading the country, right now faces a very strong opposition from the civilian government, and also he's not been in good terms with the military establishment. Abhishek with us on the broadcast. Abhishek, tell us more about what's happening.
Heating up, senior police officials are reaching at the venue, Zaman Park, where thousands of PTI supporters are here out sort of Imran Khan's house, and they are not letting the execution of arrest order of Imran Khan happen. In fact, there is a chaos, and it looks like the situation can go beyond the control of police officials, and this is why police have now issued a notification which says that any person who will obstruct legal process will be slapped with sedition charges. So there have been multiple attempts in the past week only where Imran Khan was to be arrested, but either legal relief were given to Imran Khan or police officials did not attempt to Imran Khan because of the current situation on the ground. But now it looks like the legal options are ending and running out of Imran Khan's, reason. And now police officials are there. Islamabad police senior officials, CIG officials are there. And Imran Khan might be arrested today itself. And if it happens, then major upheaval, major political turmoil will start happening in Pakistan, because Imran Khan has huge following across Pakistan, especially after an assassination attempt was made against on him. There has been a lot of sympathy wave going in favor of Imran Khan. So how does current government will be dealing with that? That will be a major challenge in case Imran Khan is arrested by today evening.
I want to cut across to Pathikrit as well, who's joining us on the broadcast. He's a geopolitical analyst. He'll give us more perspective. Pathikrit, what's the fate of Imran Khan? We have seen what has happened in the last few months, the assassination attempt that was made on him, the kind of series of confrontation that he has been, whether it's the military establishment or the civilian government. What's in fate for him if we look at the recent political history of Pakistan?
Well, it's a game of cat and mouse going on. A couple of times in the past, also recent past, there were summons and warrants against him, and somehow he got bailed out. One of the times he actually jumped out and, ran into a neighbor's house and escaped while asking his protesters to actually face the wrath of the police. So literally, whatever is happening right now, I think it's not possible for all these things to go through unless there is a clear-cut order and, blessing from the deep state of Pakistan, which is the army and the ISI. I think that, the tug of war that was going on for quite some time between Imran Khan and General Bajwa, it has now taking a new shape altogether. Imran Khan thinks that army wants to, bump him off. And also at the same time, I think, the establishment, I don't know what Shahbaz Sharif government would achieve by it, because in any case, Imran Khan create a massive uprising in the election.
One wonders if a recent look at the history in the last couple of years of Pakistan, what changed so drastically from being the poster boy and the hero for Pakistani army to be the civilian face, some kind of Naya Pakistan narrative that was propelled by his party and him per se, with some kind of, backing from the military establishment. Things have changed drastically for Imran Khan. I'll come back to you, Pathikrit. Allow me a moment. There's a reaction coming in from Syed Shehbaz Nadeem Bukhari, who's the DIG Operations Islamabad. Let's listen.
नहीं इल्जाम क्या है इमरान खान के ऊपर जिसको आप
ये तो डिटेल्स आपको मेरे ख्याल से किसी हम बेसिकली जो वारंट्स हैं उनकी तामील करवाने हैं, उन्हें अरेस्ट करना है।
आपको केस का नहीं पता?
ऑफ कोर्स पता है केस का, वो एक्चुअली डिटेल्स हम क्यों यहाँ पे डिस्कस कर रहे हैं।
तो बाहर साहब गिरफ्तार करके कहाँ पे ले जाएंगे? इस्लामाबाद, कहाँ पे डयाला में रखेंगे या फिलहाल किसी कोर्ट में पेश करेंगे?
भाई पहले हो जाने दें, फिर आपको इंशाल्लाह इन्फॉर्म करते रहेंगे साथ साथ।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Well, that's the word coming in from the top officer, the DIG Operations Islamabad, and he's saying that once the summons are served, once an arrest is done, then we'll tell you more about the case per se. I want to cut across back to Pathikrit, who's with us on the broadcast. Pathikrit, we were talking about the change of events, the change of things that have happened for Imran Khan, and it's been quite drastic, a complete 360.
Yeah, what I understand is that, Imran Khan being a cricket player at one point of time, he thought the moment that he became the prime minister, like being the world champion, he thought that he's the numero. That's not the way Pakistan politics works. I think he forgot somewhere that his, elevation to the post of the prime minister was entirely because of the blessing of the army. He started taking on the army. He had a huge tiff with the deep state because of, Faiz Hamid being replaced with another person as a DG ISI, and that's where the tug of war started. He actually messed up on a lot of foreign policy issues as well. Over a period of time, I think army got completely frustrated with what he was doing, and eventually, I think there was also pressure from the United States, possibly a combination of several factors together made it very clear that even though he was an outlier and he actually served the purpose of army for some time quite a bit, but then the army probably realized that they are better off with the established political parties, however corrupt they might be. So eventually there was a change of guard that was created. Imran Khan's habit of presuming that he is the one who can change everything in Pakistan, that he is the supreme leader, that nobody can actually defeat him, that he is invincible, actually cost him dearly, and this is where he has been reduced to. I think
Good evening. You're watching Nation at 5 right here on CNN News 18. I'm Ridhima Bhatnagar, getting you all the top stories over the next 60 minutes. Our big political story. For the second day in a row, there was massive uproar in Parliament following Rahul Gandhi's comments in London. Now, the BJP continues to demand an apology from the Congress, alleging that Rahul Gandhi continues to defame India on foreign soil. The Congress has claimed that the apology demand is